I've managed to smash 2 fingers, one on each hand, doing 2 different things. I've cut my leg, my back is hurt, and I'm mounting some giant mud tires. Normally you see me do this without using a tire machine. No showing off today, guys. It's all I can do to pick this thing up and put it on the machine. Anyway, it gives me a perfect opportunity to share something with you that is very important, and you run into it all the time when you buy a vintage car. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the age of a tire. Let me show you something. This tire right here is about 14 years old, but yet it still has all the little pricklies on it. All right? That means the tire's never even been used. So if you find yourself in a position where you're buying an old car, do yourself a favor. Don't look at the tread, look at the DOT number. The DOT number can be on the front or the back, depending on how they mounted them. Okay? Usually they put the DOT number on the front of the tire where the dots are. Sometimes the DOT number is on the back. What is that going to tell you? Well, it's got a whole bunch of stuff for geeks in there, like where it was made, what plant it was made in. But the most important part of the DOT number are the numbers at the end, and that'll tell you the week and the year that the tire was built. That way you can trace it down and see how old the tire is. You can do that right there on the spot. If you've got old tires, instantly you need to knock off whatever it's going to take to replace those tires. Yes, they don't look bad. Maybe they're not cracked, but a tire lifespan is around 6 years. Now, will they last longer? Yeah. The tires on the back of my white Chevelle are 25 years old. Why haven't I put anything on it? Well, it's about $1,600. That's why I hadn't put new tires on it. And I don't use the car that often. Well, I'm going to eat my words one day if I don't do something about it. But anyway, we're back to this tire right here. All right, so this tire, or this vehicle, got passed around different places when it was being built before I got a hold of it, and the tires were already 7 to 8 years old at that point. All right, they could have even been older than that, I don't know, but I've been building on that thing for about 4 years, and the tires have gotten 4 years older. Right now they are in the 12th year, and one of them is 14 years old. Not good. If you have these tires and you take them off, they're worth absolutely nothing. A reputable tire store will not mount a tire if it's past 6 years old. Too much liability. Something could happen to that tire. They're the professionals. They knew they could have took it out of circulation right then and made it, what do you call it when something is, I'm trying to think of, let me pull that word down. Condemned. There you go. Thank you. They could have condemned that tire right then and there. That way the customer wouldn't put it on and no one would get hurt. You could hang it on the wall for wall art if you wanted to do that, but this tire's so old, every time one of them comes out, even if I oiled it and lubed it up really good, it's ripping the bead because the bead is brittle. Once that bead gets ripped, you start putting air in it, you're going to get a big bubble on the sidewall, and that bubble could blow up in your face because now you're letting air inside the carcass of the tire, inside the liner. That's not good. Anyway, let me show you how to look at the DOT number and see how old it is. All right, so there's the magic number. It always starts with DOT, all right, and then it'll have this prefix right here, which is just going to say where it was made, what plant, the manufacturer, and sometimes it could be, go into a little bit more detail than that. This is the magic number right here. This is the number that gets changed out daily, all right? This tire was built in the 25th week, which is in the middle of the year, in 2014, okay? 2014. Two of them were 13 and two of them are 14. So the tires were probably 6 months apart. It could have been December of 13 and these are, anyway, what is that? 10, 11 years old right there, guys. All right, so here are the new ones. All right, there's the new DOT number. That was built in the 9th week of 2025. 9th week of 2025. So that thing right there is, not very old. All right, so now we're getting into the aspect ratio of the tire. This is how to tell what size tire you've got. Now, this is an easy way to do it. It gets harder in the P-metric tires. So this is a 31 by 1050 by 15. Of course, the R is radial. The LT is light truck. Anytime you see a light truck or LT, it's probably going to be 6-ply, 8-ply, 10-ply. All right? So 31 inches tall, 10.5 inches wide, and that's the section width. That's not the tread width. So if you had to put this tire in a box, the box would need to be 10.5 inches wide. Give or take, because who knows? But that's a section width. That's the center of the sidewall to the center of the sidewall. If it's got lugs and stuff hanging off of it, they're not measured by this number. This is a section width. Radial 15-inch LT. So guys, excuse all the junk in here. I tell you what, I have been thrashing. It's been hot. I don't know where you live, but down here in the south, we've been hitting 100, 101, 103, and they won't give it to us. They always tell us it's 99 degrees was the high that day. But let me tell you, my thermometer outside and their thermometer don't jive too much. They keep theirs in an ice bucket and mine's sitting on the driveway. So anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by. We got a lot of new content coming out. If this is your first time to find the channel, do me a favor, subscribe. Hey, I'll grow on you like a bad pimple. Just don't pop me. Give me a chance. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Let me know that you like the video and that you want to see more like this. As always, thanks for watching. Check your DOT numbers. Don't ride on those old tires and then get out in the garage and go build something. See you guys in the next episode. I got to go back and smash a few more fingers. See you soon, guys.